Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's March the 12th, 80 degrees today. That was a blessing in disguise for the soil that we worked up yesterday evening. You didn't see any of that. Last thing you've seen was the offset. We ran the offset over it another couple of times, chop up the sod. Then I ran the finished disc over it yesterday. Everything looks good. The sod patches are sod patches basically. Probably gonna have to deal with a little bit of that, but with a cultipacker, I think it'll pack them down smooth enough to get some seed in. I'm not tremendously worried about it if I don't get good emergence there in that particular area. The rest of the ground worked up amazing. So we're gonna try to get the fertilizer out today. Hopefully you've seen the video where I picked up the hopper. Put a card up here in the corner about that. My cousin was here. See how it goes. I think we're gonna do it with the 3000 today for two reasons. One, that's what we used last time, nostalgia and OCD. And the other is that 165 is just pouring fluid out of the pump really bad. I'm not saying I can't use it. I'm not saying that I won't continue to use it some, but it's hooked to the drill. I was gonna drill with that, and then I got thinking about it with my time frame. I'm probably gonna have to drill into the night, so probably end up pulling it with a 1086. I know that's a little overkill, but it is what it is. So let's quit babbling and get started. Good morning. Sun's finally coming up. I'm all out of sorts today, so a couple of things. One, give me 2 or 3 minutes here to let me explain. 2, overlook my voice, which is beneficial to you guys. I'll probably lose it. And 3, there's not going to be any editing much on cutting out anything that I mess up on talking. I usually do that a lot. You guys have no idea with my OCD. So let me bring you up to speed. Today is Saturday, March the 15th. I'm in the service truck down the field with the jumper cables and generator on the 1086. We all know why. Because Nelson is too tight to buy batteries, which that's going to be the next purchase. I can promise you that. So the last thing you had seen up to this point, as far as video clips, I think was when I was blowing the 3000 off before we rinsed it off. I got finished with that early, went ahead and hooked the cultipacker up to the finished disc, headed down here and incorporated one field. I thought I was doing good, put me ahead. 2 fields the next day, would plant on Friday, deliver the tractors on Saturday, let it rain on Sunday. Everything was working great. Lord had other plans for me when I got home. Got a shower, got something to eat. I had been pretty snotty for a day or two ahead prior to Wednesday. Thought it was just the sinuses with all the dirt and stuff aggravated. About 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up the sickest I have been in 25 or 30 years of my life. Yes, I'm complaining, and yes, I'm a baby when I get sick. It took me for a loop. I did absolutely nothing but be in my recliner and back and forth to the bathroom, and that's as much as I'm going to say. All the way up until late yesterday afternoon, which was Friday. The fever finally broke. I felt 100% better once the fever broke, and I, sweated it out, for lack of better words. Was able to keep down a can of soup. Belly still felt weird last night, not that you guys need to know that. I prayed about it hard and said if it was the Lord's will for me to come back up here today and plant oats, then I'd be able to get myself together this morning and get up here early. Well, I did. So I'm thankful and blessed for that. Maybe there was a reason why he didn't want me here for a couple of days. Maybe there's something catastrophic would have happened. I'm not going to question his guidance in my life. I never do, guys. So anyway, here we are. Like I said, jumping the tractor off because I left it beside the fence. The batteries go dead after a day. We were planning to be here the next day. It didn't work. So I'm going to do the best I can today. This is one of the drawbacks of being a really, really small little hobby farm. Put all your eggs in the basket and you get a small little tear in it and all the eggs can fall out at one time. And we spread all my to me, high dollar fertilizer that is hard for me to buy the other day. So it's either get it all incorporated and go ahead and throw some seed in the ground and pray for oats to come up, or let the rain and wind blow all the fertilizer off the top of the ground, and I really don't want to do that. So here we are. So when the tractor gets cranked up and bring you guys along, it's supposed to be really overcast today. I hope this dense fog and drizzle type stuff we've got going on isn't going to present a huge problem, but we're going to go after it and see what happens. So let's get started. Don't ask me why I want to do something with audio on a day that I don't have any voice and can't hear myself talk really, so I have no idea how good you can hear me or not. If it's too loud, hopefully you can cut your volume down. You're riding back there on the cultipacker for a few minutes. We'll get you a couple different angles while I babble here. It's working up pretty nice. The layer of moisture is not near as bad as what I thought it would be. It's not really sticking to the cultipacker at all, so we're not picking up any fertilizer or anything, so that's good. The disc is pretty much turning it under before the cultipacker gets to it. So we're in the field here where I planted the last corn. The ground's not perfect. One thing I'm desperately going to have to buy is a field cultivator. We've talked about that for about 3 years now and just haven't bought one. This area up here at the end where I did some clearing this year with a loader, we had some trouble. I'll throw a couple clips in here, let you see a little bit of that. Those areas are low, and I'm a little worried about water there, but it's so sandy where the creek has got out so many years. I really believe that it'll drain out well enough that I'm not going to have to worry about water standing there. I just don't know how good the oats are going to actually grow there themselves, but all we can do at this point is just keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. We usually try to cultipack and finish this, the fertilizer in at a little bit of an angle. I know that my angles are a lot more drastic than they need to be. My OCD fights me so bad when it comes to making turns and how the field edges do and all that other stuff. I'm sure it's going to be a whole new world again, trying to remember how the best way to drill. Some of this stuff comes easy for some of you guys, and for me it's just seems like a nightmare at times to fight my mind on how things need to go. But I knew this field was going to be the most aggravating to get turned around in or do this at an angle. I honestly did not work this one at an angle, it's pretty level. But we disced it the other day at a different angle with a finished disc, chopping up the offset, so going opposite now. Hopefully it'll work out. I piled a bunch of rocks on the edges, which I'm regretting now. But we shall see. So I'll let you enjoy a little bit more of the ride, and then we'll bring you back later on for something else. so much stuff off and don't fix it, and then when I go to use it and it doesn't work, I can't be mad at anybody but myself. But always in a rush, it seems. That's normal. I'm gonna go up here and fill up the seed again. I don't have anybody to bring it down to me, and we'll put the camera on and see if we can get you a little bit of footage anyway. That's been quite the day. Oats 2025 planted in the ground here at IP Farms. I believe that'll be all that we plant this year. We'll see how they do. If we get any to bale, cut and bale, we will. If not, we'll harvest them. Keep the seed, sell the straw, get some hay, put some nitrogen on my orchard grass today. A little bit of issues with the drill. Quite a few issues actually in the first field. That's why I didn't get you any footage, and I came on there. I shouldn't have even filmed that clip. I was really aggravated, but I forgot to grind the seed tubes down. I got two that are really close and doesn't take anything to get something wedged in there, and it drags up, and the transmission brake isn't the best on 1086, so it takes you even longer to wait on it to slow down to get it back in gear. Been nice to have somebody riding on the drill today, but ask me why I hooked it from the 165, I don't know. But anyway, it was nice. Kept me a better line on it. Anyway, I'm babbling. I apologize for the content though, guys. I was wanting to get some drone footage today and really make this a good video, but it turned out probably like a bomb. So field work is done right now. We're going to move over. I got to get the loader back in, and we got to deliver the farm-offs, but there's a lot going to be happening up here in the farmyard over the next probably 4 to 6 months through the summer. So both here on IP Farms channel and the Grange on Main. I'm not sure if you've seen the update video. We've done that. I don't know that we've put it out yet. No, we haven't done that either. We've been slacking over there on that channel. I'm sorry. But by the time you see this one, you probably have already seen the update video. I'll put it that way. But stay tuned for a lot. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Really appreciate all the support. Again, sorry to come to you with the sickness and the raspy voice, but I wanted to at least capture a little bit of the oats, and fingers crossed that they do well this year. So that being said, if you're interested in any merchandise, go check out farmmerchbin.com. Hats, shirts, decals, koozies, keychains, license plates, you name it, Allison can do it. They're amazing people, do great work. There are a lot of good channels here on YouTube. Go over and check them out. Tell them Nelson at IP Farms sent you. I'll put a link in the description. See what happens over the next few days, guys. Till then, thank you.